Hello, welcome back to another video on the channel where healing and spiritual growth are front and center. This video shout out goes to Nanette. Thank you for your continued support, and also real quick to Joan for inspiring this video, because there's something that a lot of us learn later post-narcissistic abuse. Okay, so I want everyone to, kind of give this your food for thought. All right, and I know that we find out. All right, first and foremost, y'all. All right, so many of us have witnessed the narcissistic abusers sit around and compare ailments. Okay, seriously, we have. They'll sit there and they will compare while complaining at the same time, but they're also really crazy how they do it too, where especially if it's a group of older ones, okay, and they'll start comparing what medication they're on, and then someone says, well, yeah, but they're playing that one-upmanship game. It's just it's like, yo, seriously, but that's all they talk about for a long time. It's like, okay, many of us, oh gosh, we end up walking away, right? Because that gets it when they do that, and it often will turn morbid after that. Yes, oh, it's like, it's so, it's like depressing and just like that low vibration, and we're like, yo, see you later. But I also want to let y'all know that there are, especially, all right, so this is the theme for this video here, because it goes in with no contact. And a lot of times, the ex or a previous narcissistic abuser, once the survivor goes no contact, and let's say that person, while you were still, quote unquote, interacting with them, okay, for that period of time or whatever, while they thought that they had a friend, they thought you were their friend, you thought they were a friend, until, of course, you saw the true colors and you decided to go no contact, which we do highly recommend. And again, as a reminder, for those who can do limited contact, y'all will figure it out, okay? Y'all will figure it out. To hang in there. But for those that can go 100% no contact, the moment that you do, the moment that the survivor does that, all right, it's a crazy thing. But that narcissistic abuser that we have gone no contact with, yes, if it's through a flying monkey or some other way of the information getting back to you that they quote unquote suddenly came down with some sort of an illness or a disease, okay? Yes, all right, and we don't know if that's true, but I am here to tell you, case studies, y'all, to back this up. I'm not saying that some of them don't eventually come down with something or other, but a sudden onset, and it's like, wait a second, have I seen the proof? I know, yes, we do. We walk by faith, not by sight. However, we do have to pay attention, because we know that just like the devil is a liar, so are narcissistic abusers, especially if they are trying to hang on to, all right, and they're trying to cling onto that source of supply that just went no contact. They will make up some sob story. Remember, that's one of their favorite things, okay? It's all about the narcissistic abusers and their victim mentality. And so they will do that because they know that you, as an empath, will naturally sympathize with them. Will naturally, they'll use a certain, illness, disease, whatever. They'll use it to try and lure you back in. You have to be very mindful of that. And yes, I know, because they know that, okay, so you went no contact, and this is in the beginning stages. They know how to pull that guilt card out. Oh, big time. Yes, because they're still trying to inadvertently abuse you. All right, so we don't want y'all to just, be mindful. All right, be mindful always. And you have to consider, wait a minute, is that really true? And then also consider the source. Okay, like where did it come from? So it's a lot of things to stop and analyze for a second. because of all the red flags and things you now are learning, and those of you who know about a lot of the things, they make stuff up. Yes, right? That's the thing. They make stuff up to fit the fantasy that they have in their head. So they'll somehow get the information back to the survivor who went no contact, right? And trying to tug. Notice that tug at the heartstring. You always got to pay attention to that one. Oh, the enemy loves to use that trick, okay, over and over and over again, because he knows that it's going to play on an empath's empathy, right? That's, oh my gosh, that's a big manipulation tactic, that the enemy uses a lot. We do know this. So we always have to sit back. When we get any kind of information, post-narcissistic abuse, we've gone no contact, any information to come back to us about that narcissistic abuser, we always have to go, wait a second. Wait, we're not there, to actually, witness it. So remember, the enemy loves to trick people into bearing false witness. Oh, yes. So we always got to be careful of that, too. Anytime that the enemy is using these narcissistic abusers to do it. All the time. All right, remember, they are the deceived and the deceivers. Okay, we say that a lot for a reason, because it's true. They are not, they themselves are deceived, but they are also the deceived. God already told us what was going to happen to them. Okay? God told us this. And so it's like, alrighty then. And also, real quick, thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, because God put this on my spirit this morning, and I want to go ahead and tell y'all something. There's a fellow warrior who also has a similar message from God. See how the Holy Spirit works through all of us on certain things at the same or around the same time. And it was like, oh my gosh, because I had not even listened to this fellow warrior's content until I got in the car to come here. But God had already put this on my spirit, so he told me to write it down, because he says, I need you to remind everybody of something. Okay, so here's the message. He said, remind everybody, like, be still and know that I am God. Okay, he wanted me to remind you of that. For those of you who may be feeling as if you are just like not, you're not, it doesn't feel like you're moving forward. But you are, okay, you are. God is always working on something for you. And for those of you who are experiencing an increase in attacks, I will go ahead and share with you, you're not alone. Just last week, boy, the enemy kept me busy. I'm gonna leave it at that. The enemy kept me busy, and I will tell you something. But the thing is, we learn when that starts to happen. We go, okay, hold on. Like, Heavenly Father, what's going on? And that's when he reminds us. He says, just be still. Know that I am God. I am working on something in your favor. God is working on something in your favor. The enemy can see that, and the enemy is just going to ramp it up a little bit. So just remember, when you can learn to interpret those attacks and go, thank you, because that is the way you will know that God is about to do something big for you. Okay, yes. So I kid you not, and I will. You all will find out here soon enough. All right, and I'll break it down further. Okay, upon completion, so to speak. But I am going to tell you, and a lot of y'all can attest to that. All right, so God just wants y'all to remember. Also, He says, through tribulation worketh patience. He tells us this for a reason. And it all ties into that. When he says, sit still and know that I am God, he's just telling us, not telling us to quit working on whatever it is you've got us working on. Okay, because remember, we're always going to be preparing and planning and going forward, while the enemy's going to try to keep sucking us backwards. Okay, remember that. That's part of the shenanigans, the game, okay, if you will. The game that they like to play. And again, you'll recognize that a lot of those attacks, there's nothing new, okay? There's nothing different about them. It's the enemy using the same tricks over and over again. All right, again, part of that nothing new under the sun that we talk about. And I'll tell you, it's like, okay, wow. And so we get our head down, we stay all about our Father's business, and we just keep on pushing, keep on going forward. Okay, and when we say push, all right, y'all, when we say push, that doesn't mean be pushy. No, not like narcissistic abusers. No, okay, that's not what we mean by that. It just means keep grinding. It just means keep your focus on whatever it is God has you working on. Okay, whatever it is. Okay, because, hey, He put it in you, and you're working on it. All right, and that's all. You just stay focused, and when the enemy does the attacks, block, delete, block, delete, block, delete. Oh, I'll keep you busy for a little bit. But it gets, again, like I said before, y'all, it gets easier as you keep going. It does. You spot it, you go, oh, okay, and you just keep moving. All right, seriously, that's your encouragement on that for some of y'all that might be kind of struggling with it. Okay, that it's, yeah, you see it, you go, okay, and done. And then you go right back to what it is God got you working on. All right, that's how that works. And it does. It gets like second nature. It's like I've said before. It's thwarting those fiery darts, man. Oh my gosh, you get better at it. Oh yeah, and you won't feel it. It's like I said previously. Because when you see the attack, you know what it is. You know where it's coming from. You know why. Yeah. See, now you know why it's happening the way it's happening. Okay, because like I said before, also those spiritual attacks, they come and go. All right, and this is all part of being at that warrior status in the spiritual battle. Okay, that's all part of it, and why we're so big again about that armor of God. Because with the armor of God, that's how you will. It's like God will help you improve thwarting the fiery darts, and you get quicker. It's like second nature. Okay, seriously. So for those who haven't made it quite there yet, hang tight. It's coming. All right, just got to always 100% trust in God. All right, everyone. So there's the message on that. So now let's go back to the no contact, and then when the narcissistic abuser makes up a story of some kind of whatever to try and pull at your heartstrings while at the same time trying to make you feel guilty for going no contact. Stop and think about that for a second. What one of the hallmarks of narcissism? Guilt tripping, trying to make people feel bad. And there's a ton of subliminal messages that can do that too. Like, for example, all those subliminal messages that say that, like, give this and this shows you care, as if trying to tell you that if you don't do that, then that means you don't care. I mean, really, you gotta, vigilance and awareness, y'all. Subliminal messages, try to get in there and make a person feel guilty for not doing something. That's just, it's all part of the game in narcissism. So you want to pay attention to that. It's like, it's like God perks my spiritual eyes up when stuff like that comes across and go, wait a second, hold up. So you're trying to tell me that if I don't do this, that means I don't care. Huh? Yeah. Here's the thing, though. Those of us who are, we know what's going on out there with a lot of that, and we know that evil plays both sides, and we know, okay, we know that a lot of that was caused just to keep people enslaved. We know that. All right? And I'm going to leave that there. All right, we go more in detail about a lot of that over on Patreon, like I say often. It's like, wow. But, you see more and more the shenanigans and the games and the mind games. Okay, remember, that's the other hallmark of narcissistic abuse and narcissism. Mind games, trying to play head game, trying to shape people's perception of reality, get them to believe what's false is true. That's a big one right there. Always. Okay, that's always going to be happening. So same thing, where you got to have okay, wait a minute. Narcissistic abuser, you go no contact. See how that ties in? Because they're going to try to make you feel guilty for going no contact. Yes. So once they can succeed in making you feel guilty, then that's going to play on your empathy and your heartstring, and it's going to knock you off the healing path. Boom. Bottom line right there. Because a lot of us have fallen for it, so do not beat yourself up. All right, everyone, do not beat yourself up. This is just a friendly reminder and some additional, okay, wait a minute. I need to take a second look at this. Remember how I say often that a lot of times, like, you can be working on something and God will pull you off of it and have you go, wait. Because he'll say, look, wait a minute, I need you to take a look into something. Look a little bit deeper into this. Okay, look a little bit deeper because there's something there he needs to show us. All right, so he'll do that. And it's like, okay. And then we'll go back to whatever it was that he had us working on originally. So, yeah, that's how it works, okay? But that's part of how the enemy's trying to throw you off of your healing path. Again, big reminder, everyone, because the devil doesn't want people to heal. Because he knows. I will tell y'all something right now. The devil knows that when a person can get to that point to where they are 100, and yes, you can be 100% healed. Absolutely. It's a process, and it's not an overnight one, but you will make it. All right, so I don't want none of y'all to be giving up, because that's the other thing the enemy wants you to do. Give up and give in. See, so the narcissist, he'll send that flying monkey, try to tug on your heartstring, make you feel guilty for going no contact, to throw you off the healing path, or at least set you back, all right, from the healing path, so that you will break no contact. See, that's the bottom line. So we don't want y'all to fall for it. And because I'm telling you, we all have before. All right, we have. And that's why we go, oh, no more. We don't fall for it. It's kind of like the same thing like I say, that, hey, you know what, if it's, you know what, with all of the technology and the gadgets and things like that out there, it's like, whatever comes across that television, I'm like, whatever, dude. It's like, what? Again, unless God perks my spiritual ear up or eyes up, just check something out, to connect some dots, because that's what we do. Congratulations to all of us who have made it to Heyoka Empath, if I even said that correctly. But I will tell you, thank you, fellow warrior. Al, you know what I'm talking about. I hadn't even thought about it, because here recently, not recently actually, I've been doing this for several months or more, especially over there on Quora when a narcissistic abuser tried to verbally attack. I took a screenshot and I said, you know what? Screw this. Boom, and I exposed it. I shared it with everybody. I said, y'all need to watch out for this. All right, and I didn't even realize at that point I had already gone from super to the next level up. I'm like, oh, I guess so, okay. Because I don't have any qualms about it. See, y'all gonna get there. Y'all will get there too. That's the other reason why the enemy needs to get you to break no contact, to knock you off of your healing path, because he knows that you're going to make it to that level where you're going to be like, pfft. Okay, and you're going to be looking out for other empaths. Absolutely. That's what we do. Like I say often, over there on Quora, if I catch garbage, I get it out of there. For you guys. All right, for you all, because we do not want to see you fall back or get set back in your healing. No. We want you to keep healing. Keep growing spiritually, keep getting closer to God. But the enemy wants to keep sucking you back. Okay, that's what he's hit. Oh gosh, that's big thing right there. He wants to suck you back into the web of deceit. That's what I like to call it. Is that with narcissistic abusers, they always suck their targets into their web of deceit. All right, so we always got to be mindful about that too. So just know you will get there. All right, to where you'll be like, you know what? You'll put your foot down. And again, as a reminder for anyone who may need it, it gets easier to say no going forward. And so I just want to put this out there, let y'all ponder over it. It's your food for thought that if you've gone no contact and they're pulling that shenanigan, just to know, wait a minute, I got to think about this for a second. Hold up. And then consider the source, okay? Just like I said a little bit ago. But I want to let this sink in, okay? And then you can do whatever investigating you need to do to see, okay? Because they do lie. It's just like the narcissistic abuser that will fake And I mean they will fake a pregnancy just to get their, yep, if they're, let's just say their target has decided that it's time to break up, the narcissistic abuser will pretend to be pregnant, and then that's going to suck that target right back into it, because it's going to make the target feel guilty. This is just one of many examples of the games that they play. And then all of a sudden, so they suck that partner back in with more future faking of that dream life, okay, that they want to have together, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden they have a miscarriage. And so that's now the target, really sucked in and going to keep on trying and trying and trying until it happens. Right, so I want everyone to keep that in mind too. I know some people aren't going to like to hear that truth, but it's true. And for those of y'all that have had that happen to you, we understand. Okay, we understand. Don't beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself up. You're not alone. A lot of people fall for it. All right, everyone. So anyway, that's your message today. And as always, for additional information, insight, encouragement, you can check these out right here. Sending love and light to all fellow warriors. Thank you for watching and for your support. Until next time, let's show some gratitude to the Heavenly Father, and you keep being you. In Jesus' name, amen.